Hello from San Jose, the capital of Costa Rica, where CGTN is covering the upcoming elections this weekend here from this country's capital. So Costa Rica is a really interesting country because it's right here in the heart of Central America, but it doesn't have these same associations that other countries do. It doesn't have the enormous business that Panama sees as a result of the canal, Panama just being next door, and it doesn't have the political instability and the humanitarian crisis that are currently going on in countries like Honduras, El Salvador and Guatemala. It is a country which is very interesting nevertheless because it's by far the most politically stable in the region. It's also a country which has completely done away with any sort of military. It hasn't had any army since 1949, and it's a country which took all of that military budget and spent it on environmental issues. More than a quarter of this country's total landscape is national park, and that is why this country has become such a haven in the heart here of Central America. And as I mentioned, the country is going to see presidential elections this weekend, a vote in which 25 separate candidates are all going to compete. And this year, by a long shot, the issue is unemployment. The pandemic hit this country very, very hard. 2021 saw rates of 25% unemployment, and those remain very high at 14% now in February of 2022. So that's been a really key issue, and one on which the candidates have all been having their say on how they plan to tackle it. And we've been talking here to the Costa Ricans, who are known in Latin America as ticos. That's the word for a Costa Rican native. We've been talking to them here in the center of San Jose about these upcoming elections.
La parte económica está muy golpeada, la pandemia ha hecho que haya mucho desempleo y esperemos que a quienes Dios ponga en el poder tenga los atributos posibles, las ideas para poder traer el empleo necesario a nuestro país y a tantas familias costarricenses, ¿verdad?
Me entristece que el pueblo reaccione en contra del presidente, porque todo es culpa del presidente y una pandemia él no la pidió. Sí había desempleo y siempre lo ha habido, eso no lo podemos negar. Somos países pobres y la pandemia vino a afectarnos todavía más.
So 25 presidential candidates will be competing on Sunday for the vote of a country of 5 million people. And for an outright win, one candidate needs 40% of the vote in order to be named president. That is not particularly likely to happen, given that the most recent polls show the most popular candidate at this point taking only 17% of the vote. What that will mean is a runoff election in 2 months' time if no president is announced on Sunday. That will therefore happen on April 3rd, but there's a bit of a wild card in there, given that polls also show that 31% of this country's population remain undecided on who they are going to vote for. So a fascinating election coming up here in Costa Rica over the course of this weekend, and one which we will be across for the channel throughout. So thank you very much for tuning in. I've been Alistair Baverstock reporting here for CGTN from San Jose in Costa Rica.